The rally started from the get-go this morning, but I didn't like it until the Remdesivir news came out. That changes the game for me. If we've got a drug that can treat coronavirus, that's huge. That's all I need to do, whatever. I'll go out. I'll take a trip to the Caribbean, South America, wherever you want to send me, I'll go. If I know I can get cured with coronavirus, I'll be good doing whatever. And I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. It's going to get people on planes, possibly get people on cruise lines. Regardless, that's the one thing people need to feel confident across all demographics, age groups, all that, to do what they need to do and bring the economy back to normal. A treatment is better than a vaccine, which is better than testing, okay? The treatment is the best of all things. Now, this is not an end-all, be-all treatment. This isn't 100% accuracy treatment, but it's pretty good. And this is the data backs that up. So the death rate on people with Remdesivir, and this is a test of only people in the hospital with respiratory problems, drops from 11 to 18% in the placebo group, so the people who didn't have it but thought they had something, to 8% amongst the people who had it and knew they had something. But most importantly, the time that it takes for recovery was down significantly from 15 days to 11 days. It's pretty huge. Shows you and proves the effectiveness of this treatment. 1,090 cases it was tested on, so it's pretty good. That's my favorite piece of news today. Now, the market. We're here for the market, obviously. It's good to hear good things about coronavirus. Treatment for coronavirus is fantastic and everything. What's good with the market? I think things are getting a little too expensive right now. A little too close to all-time highs. A little too close to all-time highs for me. Couple interesting stocks I'm going to talk about individually. So Microsoft just reported earnings. They're essentially the same company, completely unaffected by coronavirus. Stock is basically at the same price that it was before. So on paper, they're worth the same, but that isn't the case for all the rest of the companies. So I'm still concerned about very dramatic unemployment damage. I'm very concerned about how the economy is going to look after this. I think a lot more companies are not going to want to be the same that they were before. They've engaged in cost cutting, a lot of firing, and want to keep it that way because that's lower expenses. I think a lot of people are going to be working from home, maybe not everyone, but that's going to be more of a thing than it was before this, obviously, because they're going to save on a lot of office space. So I think a lot of companies are looking at how are we going to save money, found ways that they save money, this forced them to, and they might stick to that. And unemployment is going to be in the double digits easily. So some reasons for concern. So Jerome Powell, head of the Fed, chairman, came out today, talked very well about his programs that he's implemented and what's going to happen with those programs in the future. Essentially, they're limitless. This isn't like what Congress did, where they set limits, pools, and then kind of added more funding. The Fed can kind of just keep going until they don't need to go. So Powell said he's going to go as long as he needs to go, but his concern is not asset prices. He's not concerned about bonds having low yields, which means an expensive bond. He's concerned about the bond market functioning. So people getting money when they need to get money, people being able to sell their bonds when they need to sell their bonds. That's his job. He's not responsible for the investor. So take that however you want to digest that. But as of right now, I did my buying weeks ago, most of it. I've kind of just been nibbling on things here and there as people keep giving me cash and I got to invest it because it's not, I'm not saying you can't invest at these levels. What I'm saying is a lot's got to go right. A lot's got to go right. A lot's got to go right. I probably should have started with that, but a lot has to go right. And I'm questioning if a lot is going to go right. I'm optimistic, okay? I'm very optimistic. I think Remdesivir is going to be great. It's going to make sure we get to normal faster than we would have otherwise. And I think we're going to get to normal. And I'm optimistic. But I'm also concerned about what is being priced in. And it seems like what's being priced in is the perfect outcome. And it seemed like before what was being priced in was the worst outcome. And what I think is going to happen is something in between the two. So with that being said, look for the value, look for the underpriced assets. Or if you do want to get into something that's more fairly priced, you have to be in it for the long game, I really liked what Microsoft had to come say today. I bought some Microsoft, just a little bit. You know, that's not a value stock, really. That's just, they're unaffected by a pandemic. So it sounds like a pretty good stock to own. They're going to keep having positive momentum in the work from home environment. They've got a lot of software that facilitates work from home. So I'm going to keep nibbling on that. Hopefully I see a pullback. You know, if I see a pullback, I'm going guns a-blazing. Not guns a-blazing, but we're going a little bit hard on the nibble. So that's kind of where I stand on everything. It's going to be the last day with the beard. I'm getting my razor back tomorrow. So hopefully I'll be a little more visually appealing then. So until then, till tomorrow, peace.